Yeah, Wedding Crashers. When I got to audition for that, it was that monologue that you see in the
Yeah.
film,
Right. Yeah.
and it was with the casting director, and quite often, for people who don't know, it's filmed the before the pandemic. You would go
Mhm.
into you drive to a place, and a casting director had rented out at least an office space,
Mhm.
and you go into a room, and you're sitting with the other actors who are going to go in, and one by one you kind of shuffle through, and oftentimes it's just put on tape for the director and producers to see later,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
right? And if you're fortunate, you get to be in the room with the director or with a producer. That's cool
Yeah.
too. But a lot of times, and for the best man role, it was with the casting director.
Mhm.
And that was passed along. Obviously, since the pandemic, a lot of it you just film on your own now. It'd be like
Mhm.
this, really,
Yeah.
and then I submit it electronically. So uh, you don't even get any sort of direction. You got to kind of hope
Right.
you're kind of nailing what you want to nail, and you
Yeah.
send it in. Makes it convenient because you're not driving all over LA, but at the
Mhm.
same time, you don't get that kind of in the room feel,
Yeah.
that, yeah, that human connection. But it is
Right.
what it is. So when I auditioned for Wedding Crashers, it was that, and I found out I got it. And leading up, there were going to be a couple days in LA to shoot,
Mhm.
where they were using a church in LA, and
Mhm.
that's where I'm walking Rachel McAdams down the aisle
Mhm.
and stuff,
Yeah.
and I didn't say anything. My only scene where I'm saying something is the toast.
Yeah.
So that we did a couple of that, but leading up to that, um, before I shot anything, uh, I got, there are always revisions to the script,
Yes.
and I got some new sides, and Benjamin, it was like it went from what you see in the film down to thank you, just happy to be here, whatever it is. I
Yeah.
love you, man. It was really kind of that. And I
Uh-huh.
was like, oh no, it was so fun. This toast, so fun. And
Yeah.
I called the agent that sent me out on the film, and I was like, can we please talk to David
Mhm.
Dobkin, the director?
Yeah.
Can we just ask, can he shorten it in editing if it's not what he likes? Like, can I
Yeah.
please do what I auditioned? And God bless him, he let me. And it was the whole speech. And it lived. The whole speech lived.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's fascinating. I mean, what is it? Is it any more than 30 seconds? I don't
Mhm.
know. But I get a lot of people who are like, hey, you were the best man in Wedding
Yeah. That's
Crashers.
awesome.
And it always helps because it's such a great film, right?
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
good.
And with so much talent. Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
Yeah. Lot of talent in that film, and everyone was just so lovely. And it was, I didn't have a lot of interaction because the when I shot my scene, it was on location in
Mhm.
Maryland, and I did it, and that was kind of it, right?
Yeah.
But I remember Rachel being really sweet. Jane Seymour came up to me; she's lovely, and Vince is cool as hell.
Oh, I love
And
him.
yeah, yeah. And I didn't get any interaction with Owen in that film. It wasn't until Hall passed that
Right.
I, got to work with him, because I didn't have any scenes with him in Wedding Crashers.